So here we have our buffer. Okay, as you can see, there is one input and one output. If the input is 0, the output is 0. If the input is 1, the output is 1. The way this works is we have a current going here and passes our first transistor. It goes into an LED. It goes back down, hits the transistor. That's where the truth cable comes in. It's 0, so the current does not go back to ground. However, here we have the current going here. When we press our button, flows all the way, passes the transistor, hits ground back, and that's why it turns on. So here we have our NOT gate. According to our truth table, if we have an input of 0, the output is 1. If we have an input of 1, it equals 0. The way the current flows is that it goes all the way to our transistor. Once it hits a transistor, it flows both two ways. It either goes into LED, as you can see here, my LED is turned on and my button has not been pressed. So it's ground. However, if I was to press my button, the flow flows this way and therefore it does not hit ground. So here we have our AND gates. The way that the current flows in the AND gate is really simple. Basically, you have your current going this way and hit your resistor, hits the LED. However, when this one is not pressed, the transistor blocks off the current. So having here, as you can see, your LED will not turn on because your current cannot reach ground. Same, whenever you press this one, the flow of the current will pass through the transistor. However, because this one is closed, it will stop it there and will not hit ground. However, when we press both, thanks to our truth table right here, we can see that the flow of current flows throughout the circuit, letting the LED turn on. So here we have our OR gates. Our OR gate works in this way. Both of these switches can be on for the current to pass through here in the resistors and go back to ground, or you can press just one switch and the flow of the current will still go back to ground. So it doesn't matter, as you can see right here. I press one and it turns on. I press another and it turns on. If we do it as a water flow analogy, we can think this is a canal. Once we hit this one down, I'll go through here. Once we press this one, I'll flow through here. But if we press both the current will go split both ways and go back to ground. The truth tables for this would be 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.